Hello and welcome to a slow Saturday at home. I don't really have any big plans. I just wanted to try to be productive and just get a few things done around the house today. Unfortunately, it is a gloomier start to the day, as you can see, but it is supposed to get nicer as the day goes on. It is just very quiet and everything just feels really slow and calm. And I just wanted to try to make the house feel better before the next week starts. I had to get started in this kitchen. It really wasn't that bad. I had cleaned it the night before. I just had a few things left in the sink that didn't really fit in the dishwasher. So I just really needed to unload that and then I could get it loaded and wipe everything down. I didn't really have a plan for the day. It was just kind of like whatever I saw. If I felt like doing anything with it, then I went ahead and did something with it. And if not, if I decided it needed to wait until later, then it just waited until later and everything worked out great. About the only thing that I did have in mind that I wanted to get done today was propagate a little bit more of my pothos that's in the corner. That thing has just been growing like mad, and I'm so proud of it. I gave one that I started to my sister, and she took it over to the lady's house that she sits with, and she sends me pictures and updates, and that thing is growing like crazy. They have that in the best window ever, and it's growing so well. So I'm going to propagate again off of that same plant. And I think I'm going to do two small pots and take them to my office at work because it really needs something in there. So you'll see me do that later on as well. But I did get finished up with the kitchen, and I know I didn't film and show a lot of that. And I kind of didn't want this video to be just like a cleaning motivation video. I honestly wanted it to be just kind of like a check-in, FaceTime, kind of like a chit chat, what y'all been up to. I have been a few days behind on this week's video, and I apologize for that. I do have one ready, but I'm waiting for it to be approved. It is a sponsored video, but I really do think you guys are going to enjoy it because my flabbers were gasted, and it doesn't take much. I will say I think that it would be a really good thing for a lot of people to have. I think everybody would enjoy it in their home. It doesn't matter who you are, what age or what have you. Anyways, moved on in to the living room here, tried to get everything wiped down, but you know how it goes. Bodie always has to have a little bit of attention, and he definitely does get it. I don't know if you guys can notice in the video. I'm not trying to like darken, the day or anything like that, but I have noticed that Bodie's little legs are starting to get a little wobbly, so I feel like his hips are starting to bother him. And he just had a birthday, he just turned 8, and I'm thinking that his next vet visit, I need to talk to them about maybe, looking at either, I don't know, pain medicine or exercise. I don't know, whatever it is that he needs, but I can tell, I know they're going to tell me to put him on a diet. First of all, that child eats twice a day, one scoop of food in the morning, one scoop of food in the evening. Now, does he get treats? Yes, he does. Does he get the best treats? Probably not. Does he get people food? More than he should. I'm not going to lie about it, but look at that face. Okay? Okay, I know they're going to tell me to make him lose weight. Yeah, I can have that taken care of. I'll do it. For his health, I can do that. And I know that would help. Okay, know that would help. But do you guys have any suggestions on what maybe you possibly give your dogs if you have a dog and they have hip problems? Because that's what labs are prone to, are hip problems. And I just don't want him to be in pain. So let me know, or let me know if you've noticed in any of the videos lately, or even at this video, if you see anything. But it's just kind of like a back limp kind of, and it doesn't prefer a side. It's just either one sometimes. And sometimes, like, if he's outside or whatever and he's walking, like, one leg will just give out. Like, I don't know. It's just sad, and I don't want to think about it. I don't even know why I brought it up, but I did, so I apologize. Anyways, I don't know if you can tell, but I've got all the little lights on in the house because it is kind of a gloomier day, and it just felt so cozy and nice. I absolutely loved it. But after I got done in there wiping that stuff down, I wanted to come in here to the office because I don't really spend a lot of time in here anymore. I don't use my computer to do my videos. I use my phone to do everything with it now. And I did remember that my friend Dawn from work, she has a lunch bag that her mom made her, and it's like a Barbie print theme, and she loves Barbie, and I love her. And I was like, hey, let me print something for you on the Cricut because she was talking about wanting to get it embroidered, but she didn't know anybody that could. And I said, well, I have a Cricut. I can't embroider it, but I can do, like a transfer for it. And she loved the idea. So I said, look, while I'm right here and I'm thinking about it, let me go ahead and get this done. So I found a font that I knew she would love. She's very fancy, and I knew she would love that. So I did that, and then I decided to go ahead and pick out a couple other little extra things for her, and she can decide whether or not she wants to put it on there. But I don't know what happened. I thought I had recorded me printing this out and getting it weeded and everything. I don't know what happened to that footage. I apologize. Just please know that what you see here is what I ended up printing for her. Um, Also, I apologize if I'm all over the place, but I kind of wanted to talk about what you're watching, so it makes sense to you. But I kind of wanted to talk about, just what's going on. So I want to know, has everyone's children or grandchildren or however, have they all gotten out of school now? Are you all set for summer? Has started summer for you guys already? I'm excited because I have vacation coming up in a couple weeks and I desperately need it. Reuben and I are going to the beach, and I just feel like this could not come at a better time. It could not come any faster. I'm so excited. I'm so ready. I'm just really, oh, and then my birthday right after that. Come on, y'all. Come on. What could be better, right? I really just need you guys to keep us in your thoughts, prayers, good vibes, that we have really nice weather while we're there, because nothing is worse than when you get like one vacation, right? And you go and it's like the worst weather. That just really is awful. So please just hope and pray that we have really good weather while we're there, because that would just ruin, I don't know, it would just ruin it for me. So hopefully it's not going to be. But anyway, I got this little transplant outside and I decided I wanted to. Now, I have done propagating with this plant in particular a couple different ways. I've done it directly in soil and I've done it in water, and I do well both ways. For some reason, I just didn't feel like waiting to put it in water for it to root. So I went ahead and grabbed two pots that I had available and went ahead and cut them individually so that I could have like a fuller plant in the end. And this one did not have holes in the bottom, so I had to make sure that I had holes in the bottom. And so I believe I mentioned, I told you guys I wanted to take this to my office, right? I hope I did. Anyway, if I didn't, I want to take these to my office. I have a really nice window, and I'm hopefully going to have the blinds that are in there taken down because they're broken, and I don't want them in there. They just hold cobwebs. So I want to get those blinds taken down, and then I want to get just like some sheer curtains to put up there. And it kind of just like for a little bit of privacy. My window's kind of high, so you would kind of really have to try to look in there, but I still don't want anybody seeing in there. So I'm thinking about just like a couple of shears. That way I can still get light to come in and things like that. But I want to brighten it up and just make it my own, because everything is going really amazingly and I don't plan on going anywhere. So I want to make it, just my own space. And this is going to help me do that. So let me know in the comments if you guys have propagated plants before, and if you have a better way, like a fail safe plan of making sure that you get yours to grow, because although they have done me right, they've also done me wrong. And sometimes I get a little cocky and I think it's going to turn out great, and it's like, no, I'm not. But look, they look really good to a start. Okay, so this is how they're going to start. Let's just hope that they stay that way. So, just as expected in Virginia weather, it was about this time that the rain stopped and the sun came out and it got muggy all over again. And then I was like, okay, well, if the sun's out, then I don't want to be spending this time in here cleaning. So, let me just go ahead and finish up the things that I can get done. I don't want to be a quitter, because I really didn't have anything else to do. Reuben was somewhere. I'm gonna let you guys guess. I'm gonna let you guys guess as to where you think Reuben was on this Saturday, as to why I was here alone. Okay? Guess in the comments. I want to see how many of y'all can get it right. Honestly, it was not a big deal at all. But anyway, um, went ahead and got that rug vacuumed, and I was thinking to myself, I'll just go ahead after I'm done, get me a nice shower. That way I can relax for the evening, because He had not gotten home at the time that I knew he was, or well, at the time that he said he was going to be back. So I knew he was probably going to bring dinner home for like an olive branch. So I was like thinking to myself, I'm going to go ahead and get a really nice shower, get some nice comfy cozy pajamas on, and then when he comes home, he'll have dinner for me and it'll be a nice night, right? So I got the vacuuming done. I went ahead and started to mop, and look, this is the respect that I get, just walking all over it. And I was like, okay, all right, I think I'm going to be about done with this now. So I went ahead and started to wrap things up here in the living room. I wanted to get this neutralizing spray. You guys got to check this out. I'll have it linked down there in the description. And sprayed down that rug just to kind of get it smelling good and clean. I grabbed the handful of towels that were ready to be folded and put up in the dryer. Got those taken care of. But yeah, it was just literally a slow Saturday and just getting the summer started. I'm excited. I have a whole bunch of stuff coming up and I wanted to just check in with you guys, see how you were doing, see what was going on. Everything is still going good my way. My medicine is still really helping me a lot, and things are just looking up. So I'm really excited about that. And I've got a lot of good stuff coming up. So you guys are going to have to come back and return because this room is going to be next. I have a bed. I've got to put it up. You guys are going to have to come back. So subscribe if you're not already. Thank you so much for spending your Saturday with me. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.